effort is wide inside the first 2.5 minutes. Derby winner throw. Deflection off Leeds. Good work out wide from Allen and Chambers. In hand with Moloney of Derby. Back with Cresswell. Debayo. Into Godden. Chadwick does very well to keep his balance, was really knocked to the ground by a Derby midfielder. Rams capitalise on a missed touch from Leeds. And they're now back inside their own half as well. So very quiet start for both. Leeds probably have the better of it because they've had a shot towards goal. Putting the pressure on now is Tony Watson for Derby, and he's got the better of Ruben Lopata-White. Now onto the front foot, Derby come into the area. This is where Leeds have to be careful. Debayo sticks out the leg. Second time of asking, he gets to the ball. Lopata-White, no penalty. As I think it was Wheeldon going to ground. And Derby getting some joy. Chambers getting even more joy though as he gets to the ball first. Options at the far post of Snowdon. It goes towards him, but the defender gets his body in the way. And Ben Radcliffe turns it behind for a corner. His main skills, Chambers, running with the ball as a forward, gets onto the front foot with ease, does a lot of his work as a runner rather than a passer, and that was evident there. Great run, put the ball in good areas. Thomas scoops it up. High winds today might help lead his cause on this corner. Debayo went for it and headed out towards Charlie Crew, who just lets it go out of play. Back to Debayo. About Thomas is Chadwick. Back to Thomas again. Just runs into traffic. It's Unto that was in his way, and the pass just slightly took a deflection off a Derby shirt there, and that's now allowed Cruz Allen to attack. Lopata-White did go across and cover, and it's out of play for a Derby throw. Godden watching it after the ball down the line from Radcliffe. Godden, a player that's had injuries this year, left back coming back into the fold. And Heuvel all the way across the far side towards Cresswell, who has a traditional right back in front of him in Richards. He's playing as right midfield today. Debayo not interested in taking a risk. Goes back to his goalkeeper. Up towards Allen. He couldn't keep it in play. Be a 50-50 call for that throw-in. Chadwick Certainly appealing that he didn't take the last touch, but linesman right next to the play disagreed otherwise. Referee just urging Derby to pick up the speed of the game, and the Rams may feel just slowing Leeds down might help their cause. Off the back-to-back throw-ins, Leeds finally get it back. Snowdon in the middle, Crew. Godden inside, lays it into the 6-yard box. Derby miscommunication between left-back and goalkeeper. That helps Leeds win a throw. Could be an easy scoop up for the goalkeeper in Derby colours. Godden was offside as he played a 1-2 with Snowdon, so it is a Derby free kick. Watson, but his touch allowed Leeds to get back onto it, but nobody's really settled into this game and took control. First chance of the game has fallen to Crew. Of course, it's quite windy conditions today, so maybe unsettling those that want to try and play a bit more long ball football. Balls in behind, it could be difficult. Deflection nearly helps Leeds out. Thomas does get towards the ball. Referee gives the free kick. Judges the Derby defender. Just clipped the heels, and he did very well there, Luca Thomas, in Leeds' colours. Just got his body there in the nick of time. And he will now be over this set piece as the left footer just before the 10-minute mark. Allen picks up the pieces from that free kick. Chadwick put it back into an area, hoping there was a white shirt out there, but there was none nearby, and 10.5 behind for a Derby goal kick. Potential for handball. Referee spots it, gives it against Derby. Tough to see in there, the crowd of bodies. Did well to spot the Watson and just come over that hand over the shoulder of Chadwick. So, eagle-eyed official. Lopata-White's pass was looking to spread the play. Instead, Derby got to it first. The Rams attacking, inside ball. Lopata-White was going to get back. He recovers by sticking out the leg. Watson deflection. Good reaction save from Leeds United's Danny van der Heuvel. Just saw enough of the ball to tip it away. And that's a very good stop from the Leeds number 1. Especially when he saw it coming through a crowd of bodies. And now Derby will feel that they've started the edge proceedings. This game just yet to settle into any form of pattern. Chadwick to Allen. He's been quiet out there today so far for Leeds. Godden, good challenge. Nice and brave, and nearly got Leeds on the attack, but the ball just bounced away from Thomas and those in attack in Leeds colours. There is the wind playing effect, helping Leeds out. Snowdon. To Godden. Headed away. Leeds will have Chambers reacting to it first. He went to play Chadwick in. Now Cresswell. Further wide to Allen. Allen's cross is blocked. It will be a corner. This is ball in. Debayo was looking to get underneath it. Swirling wind at Thorp Arch today is making life difficult. It's with Leeds in this first half from those corners on that far side, so got to hope they can take advantage. Chadwick set pieces in the Under-18s FA Youth Cup were highly praised, and he's gone across to take one here. This one a little bit lower, just bounces at an awkward time for anybody ready to touch it, and that's why it went all the way across to Riley Moloney for Derby in the number 3. It's a free kick to Leeds. Allen had his legs taken out from underneath him. The foul from Hawkins. This pace pass for Leeds, very brave from Charlie Crew, but very effective. Took it away from Eno, and so with a Cruyff turn rather than playing it backwards. Chambers to Chadwick, and again strong challenge comes in. Chadwick, Allen's trying to get there, there's plenty of space, but offside goes up against Allen, and that was a big opportunity that for Leeds, with options to the middle and either flank. That had to go. Sadly, Allen went too early. 15 gone, still goalless. Cresswell for the throw-in into Chadwick. More joy for Derby, forcing an error out of Leeds. Chadwick to Thomas. Thomas has seen the goalkeeper off his line. It's wide of the target with the swirling wind. There's been a few players in the Football League over the weekend and even the non-league that have tried their luck. Thomas decided to copy them. He was in a good area to carry on an attack, so I think those around him will be frustrated the fact he didn't find the target, but from there, a tough ask. But one to watch out for, especially for Leeds as well, defensively in the second half. Lopata-White to Chambers, bounces off him. It'll be a Leeds throw. Derby last minute touch on that ball down the line to Allen. Chambers asking the official for a free kick. chaotic. Derby using that to their advantage. They went towards Watson and Debayo cut the ball out. He's behind for a Derby County corner kick. Corner hit low. Thomas read that situation perfectly. Now he's got to get rid of the ball. Lopata-White back to under Heuvel. Now Crew to Snowdon. Snowdon taken to ground. A couple of Leeds players asking for the free kick. Ignored, and the game's just gone a little flat for the last few minutes. Monteiro across the box. Nowhere near Watson, thankfully for Leeds. And Heuvel just bowls it out very quickly to Cresswell. Lopata-White to Snowdon, bounces perfectly. Really well weighted that, but well weighted that from Lopata-White. Debayo into Crew. Debayo to Godden. Another centre-back picking out a great ball to the left wing. Poked effort from Allen. And that isn't bad from Leeds. Good build-up play. Lots of patience behind it. And an equally good delivery in, but sadly, Allen was having to be quick to get there. Poked it wider than he approached. 20 minutes gone, still goalless. Debayo given a little bit more to do than he would have liked there by Heuvel, so he plays for safety. Derby on the attack. They've got space here as well. Shot comes in. Cresswell, the one that blocks Cruz Allen's effort. This attack is still not over though. Misplaced pass has given Thomas a chance, but he doesn't have that much company. Snowdon the only one in eyesight of him, and he gets it towards Snowdon. He'll finish. Very good work from Leeds United on the counter-attack. Thomas and Snowdon, two-man battle against the Derby defenders. They didn't need any more help. Leeds United 1, Derby County 0. Thomas given the small glimmer of hope then, but was never in his thought process. He was always looking across. The last time he had a similar situation to look towards goal, he had to go from way out. This time, a lot more methodical, waited for the angle and got it across to Snowdon, who finished. And that is smart work from two of the Leeds United forwards. And a goal that, if it stays as it is, Leeds will now climb above Derby off the foot of the table. They still have 2 games in hand on the Rams, as Derby goalkeeper nearly played themselves into trouble there, Jack Thompson. Here's Snowdon, floats the ball in, headed away by Derby. Cresswell was trying to keep the attack alive. He just put too much power on that. At least though Chadwick is back there to help him out. A free kick comes Leeds' way. Chadwick caught by Allen, and it will be a free kick in a good position here for the Whites. It's almost a left-footed option. Chadwick with an in-swinger if necessary. Almost went low and hard. Not many expected it. It'll fall to Snowdon again. He went for his second goal in as many minutes. Derby had bodies in the way. He's got a bit of confidence after that opening goal. Crew does well, wins it back after Godden's misplaced pass. Chambers turns his marker. Allen, Leeds have got 3 shirts waiting. Crew misses him. Snowdon at the far post for his second goal in 3 minutes for Leeds United. A more patient build-up play rewarded at the far post. Joe Snowdon, second goal. Leeds United 2, Derby 0. After Godden's pass, just a tad too far in front, but Crew won it back. Allen puts it across. Crew wasn't confident, steps over it. And they had the weight in numbers, they had the options at the far post. And a perfect delivery from Allen on a plate. And a very, very good finish. Bodies in his way, one of his own teammate, but he still managed to get the connection behind the ball, keep it low. And Leeds, after a rather scrappy start, now have a 2-goal cushion.
Go! Go! Go back that way.
Debayo to Chadwick did put him under a little bit of pressure. White nudge in the back as he played it, so that's a free kick. Snowdon on a hat-trick into the area from a quickly taken free kick, cuts it across, took a touch, that's helped it stay in play. Godden back to Chadwick, has a look at goal, picks his spot, too much on it, not too much. Other options though in terms of a shooting opportunity. It sat out nicely for him. Had to have a go with the form he's in. Sadly for Leeds, again that win behind it has added a bit of extra juice. It remains at 2-0. White back to Van der Heuvel. Godden to Crew, back to Debayo. And while Derby have certainly not thrown the towel or lost any enthusiasm, they're not that close to Leeds. They have, though, had some joy with the press, so this is still a situation, especially considering Leeds' position in the table. Keeping goals out have been a problem. It's a young group, it's going to be that way. But a clean sheet win against the team above you in the table will be a fabulous day at work for this young group. Allen fighting away. That will be a free kick. Can't argue with that. Free kick to Leeds. Chambers ended up on the ground. A strong win behind Leeds' latest set piece. Thomas to the near post. Flick on header. Pinpoint header as well. And Ruben Lopata-White gets his name on the score sheet. 2 assists now on the afternoon for Luca Thomas. And this is clinical from Leeds United. 3 goals in 6 minutes, and the centre-half gets his opportunity and takes it. That's a great header. And the keeper was at full stretch, had no chance, but it's the ball in, it's the wind behind it. All he had to do was try and guide it. The power was on the cross. And that is as good as it gets from a centre-half's header. Again, the wind causing problems for the Derby stopper. That, of course, could always change and be against Leeds in the second half. Derby taking risks, playing out from the back. Good work from Godden.
Yes, Ben. James. Yes, Scott, I'll tell you. Use it!
Allen was looking for Watson. Lopata-White back to Van der Heuvel, who clears no other thing in his mind there to get the ball away. So he's got behind Godden. Cut back. Overhit. If you wanted to cross it for a shooting opportunity, they have kept it alive though, the Rams. Who have lost 4 of their last 5. It's a free kick, Godden catching him. Derby exchanging passes with centre-backs Daniel Cox and Kay Robinson. Debayo being told that Watson's on his way, and he watches him. Debayo, one trick too many there. Derby at the near post. Watson's coming in. Van der Heuvel, very brave, throws himself at it. The same can be said of Allen. And that should be a Leeds throw. Debayo didn't want to play it to his goalkeeper or centre-half across the 6-yard box. I think it might actually have been given Derby's way, this throw-in, which Rams will be happy about. But yeah, Debayo didn't want to go across the face, considering it could have caused a goal, but ended up turning into trouble in that moment of panic. The referee just stops the game, claiming that he wants a bit tidier play from Chadwick and Cruz Allen. Robinson, Allen, Moloney, Derby. Just thought they had a bit of joy there with a bit more pace to their passing, but the wind picks up. Wasn't happy with whatever they were doing going forward, so they started again and not able to get the ball back lead. So Derby are enjoying a little bit of possession. Of course, they'll be a little bit shell-shocked considering the goals have come so quickly, but again, these two at the bottom of the table. Weather conditions have been in Leeds' favour in the first half, so not to say Derby will not have us any more joy coming the other way. Watson and Lopata-White go to ground. Both appeal. Game goes on. Toes down the line for Derby, but instead the first option is Wheeldon. He's taken off the ball by Snowdon. Crew turns out of trouble. Back to Godden. Misplaced pass from Leeds, risky. Lopata-White bails him out with a strong challenge. It will be a throw into Leeds as well. Thomas caught down the side of the hip. Leeds have got to continue because Allen has it. Snowdon is at the far post. The cross takes a deflection on its way to him, and it's behind for a corner. White again just lost sight of the ball, didn't know where it was for a second. This is ball in behind, overhit, behind for a Derby goal kick. Whitehead's clear. Need to get the call from the throw. Last few minutes have been a bit more scrappy. It's helped Derby break some of Leeds' play down, but of course with this 3-goal cushion there'll be no panic for Leeds. And 6 minutes without a goal after that 3 goals in 6 minutes spell. Passes over hit button, so he's going to get to it. Godden desperately tried to block it before it got there. It's gone all the way to the far post. Cruz-Allen touches it past Cresswell, who tries to stand his ground. Hasn't gone out yet, and Derby have it back. Charlie Allen puts the block in, stopping Riley Moloney. Here's Chambers. Still going, Chambers. Thomas telling him to go backwards. Allen was coming behind on the inside. So it goes to Cresswell. Chadwick and now Crew. Godden was under hit. Now Derby have capitalised, but then that's over hit. Last few minutes of this first half. Still 3-0. Snowdon scoring twice. Lopata-White with the third for Leeds. Heuvel's pass going astray. You can see with that wind behind it how effective it is. Leeds get the throw. And again, just a few minutes ticking by with no need for anyone to panic in Leeds' colours.
Thank you. Yes.
Godden runs into traffic but wins his team another throw on the way past. A couple of bodies, but then eventually stopped. A good game back out there today, Scott Godden. Snowdon, the scorer of Leeds' first 2 goals. Debayo. Charlie Allen in plenty of space on the far side, but no risk taken by Debayo. Godden just about keeps it in. Crew needs a helping hand. Godden comes back to do just that. Meant to play it in early. Didn't get the connection on the ball he would have wanted. And again, that swirling wind and the spin on the ball keeps it alive. Godden once more. Trying to squeeze it to Thomas. Both of them put the arm up to appreciate the idea. It's behind for a goal kick. Derby with Cruz-Allen across the face of goal. Lopata-White missed it. Debayo did not, and it's out of play for a throw. Leeds consider free kick. Chadwick tries to protest his innocence. So 2 over this for Derby. Floated to the far post. Underneath it is Lopata-White. It'll fall to and toe of Derby County. He swings it through and tried to get past that ball past Charlie Crew. Failed to do so. So a couple of minutes left in this first half. Debayo, slight header, enough. And again, the roll of that ball puts Leeds a few yards further away from their own goal. They've got to be quick here, and Snowdon is. Misplaced pass for Leeds. It will go out for a Derby throw. The final 30 seconds now at Thorp Park as Lopata-White fires it forward. Debayo underneath this. Bit of an aerial battle to end this first half. White again, trying to stretch the play. Snowdon has got to it, but I don't think he's kept it in. He hasn't. Leeds not afraid to play in the conditions. As I said, they've had the wind behind them in this first half. So it was always a hard ask for Snowdon to keep it alive. Crew having a shirt pull but keeps hold. Already a minute into this first 2 minutes of stoppage time. Here's Godden. Back into Chadwick. They're looking to go down the line to Allen, but the flag goes up. Not for the first time today. Charlie Allen being caught offside. Derby have kept a high enough line. Chambers to Allen, who's quick. The Derby defender had the angle, but he's been caught as he slid in, so well, he's a sore one, but he's up on his feet. Just asking a little bit much there of Charlie Allen, but yeah, he just stood on the inside of the knee as the Leeds number 7. Didn't really have anywhere else to go once he'd gone airborne. That is half-time at Thorp Park, so Leeds in total control. Snowdon's got a brace. Lopata-White, all 3 goals coming inside 9 minutes in this first half. And Leeds will hope to hold on here and climb above the Rams in the table. Join us soon for second half commentary.
Pressure on, straight away! Hey, come here! Hey, Tony! Come here! Come here! No, come here! Hey! Hey, come on! Who's doing the fucking thing? I'll get Thompson. Fucking get this thing. Hey, come on! Wait, big! Yeah! My fucking God, man! Hey, come here! Hey, Tony! Come here! Come here! No, come here! Hey, come on! Who's doing the fucking thing? I'll get Thompson. Fucking get this thing. Hey, come on!
I don't know whether it was safe, but he just kind of...
Welcome back then to UTV's coverage. There's a change at half-time for Leeds United with Ferguson replacing Godden, left-back for left-back, as the second half is about to get underway. So Luca Thomas will be the one that kicks the game off. The win should be against Leeds in this first half. They used it to their advantage in the first 45 minutes. So we can only hope that he will have died down a little bit, but where this last few months have been, then I'm guessing that isn't the case. And Leeds may have to be put through their paces defensively, with Derby having the wind behind their backs, such as the strength of it. But the scoreline is firmly in Leeds' favour. 2 goals from Snowdon in 3 minutes in the first half, then followed 6 minutes later by Lopata-White's glancing header. Brilliant goal for a centre-half to put them 3-0 to the good against the team that can go above today in the table. Leeds then will have even more chance to climb away from them because they have 2 games in hand on the Rams. Lopata-White, that could easily be a yellow card. That's how quickly Derby looked like they were away there. Both centre-halves were drawn out. Lopata-White, he realised, and yes, he is going to be carded, and he can have no complaints because of the pressure that he looked to be under. He took one for the team. Derby, no doubt buoyed by that, they've managed to get Leeds' centre-half booked inside the first minute. Ferguson gets in with a strong challenge, goes behind and out of play for a Derby corner. Set piece right under the crossbar, just fizzing past the far post. Debayo under pressure, skips away from trouble. On to Ferguson. Picking up again in Leeds' faces. Radcliffe takes the throw, of course, with the positioning of it, the wind behind. He's going to use it as an opportunity to put Leeds under pressure. You can see with the corner flag just how strong this wind is at Thorp Arch as Radcliffe looks near post. Crew has to be careful, can't give away a penalty. Out to Chambers. Effort fizz past the post by Harry Hawkins in the foreshirt of Derby County. So Leeds standing firm at the start of this second half, and maybe just taking both teams a few minutes to adjust. Again, Not often you see the conditions so strong as they are today. Ferguson just keeps it alive, but as the sub, he's got his work to cut out straight away, because now they're behind him until running forward. Debayo gets across. That's a good block from the Leeds centre-half. Derby throw. Derby switching the play. Got ball into Watson. Leeds will have to recover. Lopata-White beaten. Shot comes in. Crashes off the underside of the crossbar. What an opportunity for Derby County. The power behind that shot from Tony Watson. The worrying thing for Leeds here is that Ferguson has only just come off the bench. He's down. But he got in between the two centre-halves. Lopata-White, I mean, Debayo got a touch to it. They thought they dealt with it, but cannons off the frame of the goal. Now, worryingly for Leeds, the change they've made might not be lasting too long. We just hope it's an impact problem. Picked up a slight knock and it's not a muscle-related issue. These subs will carry on warming up. The players out on the pitch for Leeds, trying to break down what has just occurred in the first few minutes of this second half, as we can see a replay of those first goals. So Snowdon from Thomas, then Snowdon scored again. Good crisp finish at the far post before a free kick headed in expertly well by Lopata-White. The referee just coming across for a check on the situation regarding Ferguson. He's on his feet, which is a decent sign for the fact he was down for at least a minute or two. So now the game can get back underway. Referee just looks across actually for the change, and they're actually not going to take a risk with Ferguson. So while he's back up on his feet, he's not to suggest he's going to be able to walk it off, I don't think. And yeah, really, real shame for him, because he's been in and out of the team at the start of the year with injuries. Chris Moore comes in, and Ferguson's day is done. He will hobble off with one boot in hand, and our thoughts go out to him for one, a quick recovery, and two, yet another setback when he just wanted to get those minutes in the legs. As Leeds will start again. Allen. Forward to Watson. Both these centre-backs couldn't get hold of him, and that's twice in a row now he's got in between them, so situation to watch. Lopata-White as well. Cresswell takes it out of play, been told to stop where he is for the throw. It should have been Derby's, yeah, and it has been stopped and amended. Tried to trick them there, the Leeds youngster, suggesting it was poked away by a Derby boot. Well left by Lopata-White, gives Leeds a goal kick. to Lopata-White. First touch evaded him. That's allowed Derby to attack. And as we said, the conditions will certainly suit whoever plays from right to left in the second half. That has been the case. And while Derby should have a goal, you'd feel, the way they've started this second half and hit the crossbar, is the scoreline very firmly in Leeds' favour. But we said earlier, Leeds can go above them with a win. Derby will be desperate to avoid that. Especially with Leeds having 2 games in hand. That overhit pass has given Leeds a goal kick. Under Heuvel, Cresswell heads towards Thomas. Allen. He's just overplaying it a little bit. Touch unfortunate. Another hit from Derby this time. So right inside Leeds' half, though. Not an ideal position to win a throw-in. Chris Moore wants everyone to come across towards him, try and suffocate Derby if they win it back, which they have. Moore misses the interception. Up to Thomas. You can see just the strength of the wind, how hard it is to play into it. Derby struggled and even had some joy as well. So Leeds now get the chance to showcase their attacking talents. Allen at the far post. Thomas just delays the pass. Finally floats it in now. Allen, can he knock it down into Chambers? Takes it under control. Goes for goal. It's blocked. And Leeds perhaps should have done better there. The pass not coming in straight away. Did allow Derby to recover. It remains at 3-0. Positive there is the speed that Leeds could counter-attack with. Cresswell back into the area. Snowdon just tried to control it and they fell over the ball. Derby have pounced immediately. Rams exchanging plenty of passes across the back four, but now they've finally gone for a more advanced position. Wheeldon goes to ground. Penalty appeals. Goal kick given. Chris Moore standing his ground. That wasn't the most convincing appeal from Wheeldon himself. It was more from the bench and those behind, but it was certainly a strong challenge. First change for Derby coming now. Scott Garner's just trying to adjust his team as that change we'll see now. McAndrew come on for Oguntolu. So comes off, flashed little bits of joy in the first half, but not really had the chance to have a go at Leeds in the second half. So he's the first man off as Leeds hold a 3-goal cushion. Van der Heuvel has got that goal kick wrong. He's allowed McAndrew to shoot straight away. First touch in the game is an effort towards the goal, which Van der Heuvel will now hope to distribute a pass a bit better away from. Again, these strong wins are right in the face of these Leeds players. They're just trying to have a chat amongst themselves. Debayo was fouled. Fine margins there because had that challenge not come in, he was in trouble. The pass deflected off Watson. Leeds claiming he wasn't 10 yards. Leeds at the back. Calamity of errors the last few minutes. This changing conditions is affecting them. Into Wheeldon, Crew sticks out the leg. Debayo recovers with a block, out to McAndrew, the man on a few seconds ago for Derby. 1-2 exchanged. Back into Radcliffe. Good work from Crew. He's stopping this Derby onslaught, and it's attack versus defence in the second half here for the Rams. Where they're playing, you'd feel they have the advantage, but it's that crucial 9-minute spell of Leeds where they were so clinical. Let's put them in the lead. Rams from right to left and back again, looking for any chink in the Leeds armour. Lopata-White flies out of defence. The header comes in. Wheeldon attacking it, edge of the 6-yard box. Derby are racking up the chances now. But we're an hour in, and yet no joy so far. Nudge in the back from Chadwick. Derby get a free kick, and Chadwick appealing. The arms definitely come out though. Swings the ball to the far post, headed back from Wheeldon, thankfully behind the goal of Van der Heuvel. He did show signs he was coming for it, but again, difficult to judge the pace of the ball in the wind. And out to Debayo again. Leeds would just like maybe a spell of possession. But in the second half, it's been error after error. This way he can test the character of this young group. Allen hooks it clear, giving Thomas something to chase. Robinson. Across to Radcliffe, who has a foot race on. He just pokes it away for a throw. And again, well, it's not an attack. It will keep Leeds penned in. Thomas gets a block. Allen will have the pace. Running in front of him, Chadwick trying to help out. He's got Snowdon and Thomas on the far side. And Snowdon has already got 2 goals today on hand to help out. Throw into Leeds. Well, there'll be no rush to take it. Chris Moore making his way back down the touchline. Thomas goes to ground, fouled by the Derby centre-half, Daniel Cox. A much-needed free kick. Chadwick takes it forward. Touch unlucky that the nutmeg didn't come off. Now Derby can come forward with McAndrew. Watson's trying to stay on side. McAndrew doesn't use him. Great for Leeds that he just went with a selfish route and fired past under Heuvel's far post. Referee not happy with the goal kick being taken so quickly. Allen just craftily picking the ball up, slowing things down. Leeds are just trying to have to do that with Derby having the better of it. More to Snowdon. Back to Debayo. Snowdon again. Leeds just trying to build some possession, work their way back into this game in terms of momentum. Of course, scoreline is certainly in their favour. They haven't conceded, so no reason for anyone to panic, and they're not doing so. It has just been Derby's half so far. I don't think anybody in these colours will care if this stays as it is. A much-needed win, a confidence-boosting lift above Derby as well in the table, with 2 games in hand on the Rams. Leeds are just, for a second or two, finally able to get their foot on the ball. Allen, against his namesake, turns away. Does very well to get it back towards the goalkeeper. Chambers to Crew. It's good work from the Derby number 8 to take him off it. And the Rams are on the attack. Out to Allen. Lopata-White gets across, gets his body in the way, and does well to put the block in. Derby have a sub coming on. Harry Hawkins replaced by Billy Gough. So a change for the Rams. Allen gets back. Players scrapping away. Chris Moore being on the pitch at full-back has added an extra centre-back for Leeds. They've actually got 4 centre-halves in the defence. But now they're watching as Leeds can attack. Snowdon has Thomas on his inside. He goes all the way past him to Chambers. Too much on the cross, but Chambers picks up the pieces. Allen. Leeds going for the safety first approach. Keeping hold of the ball. Crew takes his eye off it. Something we say very, very rarely, if ever. Wasn't too much of an error, though, to stop Leeds. has space. He also has Chris Moore steaming in on the inside. Moore gets a cross in. McAndrew covers the two subs. Fresher than most on the pitch. Go head to head. 20 minutes left of this game. Leeds have a corner. Thomas and Snowdon stood over it. Debayo's in the box. Bit of a pushing and shoving match in there. The referee's got his eye on. Thomas back to Crew. Crew to Snowdon. He was just trying to turn it around the corner to Thomas. Put too much on it. Still have it though, Lee. Snowdon drops the shoulder to Chadwick. Allen to Chambers. Well, Derby are pressurising. It is still Leeds in possession. The last few minutes, they've really got a grip back on this game. Crew. Taken away from him. Now it's for Stepien-Iwumene. Leeds win a free kick, trying to slow him down. Sorry, Leeds concede a free kick, trying to slow him down. Derby kept the ball alive, and Heuvel able to pick up the loose cross into the final 20 minutes at Thorp Arch. Free kick for Leeds. Chambers having his shirt pulled and then just hauled to the floor. I think Derby realised after that first half performance how dangerous Chambers is if you give him time and space to run into, just like this man here, Snowdon. Having his ankles taken out from underneath him. Advantage is given to Leeds. Snowdon was trying to keep the play alive. Allen's dropped back. Snowdon didn't realise. And Derby can, quite fortuitously, have the ball back, because the free kick would have been a lot more dangerous. Trying to do what Leeds did so well in the first half, cross the pitch with the crossfield ball. The referee's looking to his book, and that was after that challenge on Snowdon, which Ben Radcliffe didn't miss, if we're being kind. Just took out the ankle, just tried to slow him down. He is appealing that. Give the ball away from their throw, but still Derby near halfway, no reason to panic. Rams with Billy Gough. Now Watson. Lopata-White just ushers this one out of play. And again, Leeds have just started to slow down Derby's momentum. They had that nice 15-minute spell, the Rams, maybe a bit longer. And they clearly thought they were going to get through. Coming off now is Alex Stepien-Iwumene. He will be replaced. Making two changes, in fact. So Justin Oguntolu is on. Come on for Wheeldon. Adisa Osayande was also introduced. So Derby have pretty much gone all out with subs, trying to make a difference in this game. Here's Crew. Loses out. Now Chambers put plenty of power on that. Unable to keep Leeds ticking over. Lopata-White, very good first touch, just takes any pressure away from him. Takes it out of his feet. Here's Chambers. Crew. He's got Garner just telling Chadwick to come a little closer. Leeds do have another sub lined up as well. Chambers on the front foot. He's done very well. Wins a free kick. It's McAndrew that's caught him. Please change. We'll see Coleman come on. Showing up in the midfield means that Chambers makes way. Oh, a traditional holding midfield or a box-to-box Keane Coleman. He explains that to Chadwick. So they'll just change things, whether it's a flat three or Chadwick pushes further forward. We'll soon find that out, because he's got goals in his locker, scored a couple for the under-18s, then got a boatload of assists in the semi-final. He'll be in the FA Youth Cup squad, all being well, in the game against Man City. The 21s, though, 3-0 to the good. Little action the last 10 minutes or so. Leeds won't care, though, with the scoreline in their favour. They could change that lack of action right here. Snowdon on a hat-trick, looking to seal the deal with a fourth goal. Tipped over the frame of the goal by Jack Thompson. And Snowdon's support play today has been timed to perfection, on hand again to help out. Instead of the keeper keeping him at bay. The short corner, Snowdon to Thomas, to Crew. Thomas turns inside. Snowdon wanted it, he gets it, lays into Lopata-White. He's looking for his second of the day, just past the post. Oh, we nearly had 2 braces on the day at Thorp Arch for Leeds United players. Leeds have 12 minutes left of proceedings to see Lopata-White, low up to Thomas. Snowdon goes cross field. Allen gets to it. The Rams coming forward. They're to desperate times now, though, with 11 minutes left. 3 goals to find. Radcliffe, more steps up, the pressure tells. And look at Thomas keeps hold to Snowdon. And Leeds, rather than trying to exchange in an attack, keep hold of possession. It's with Crew. Turn inside nicely to Snowdon. Leeds working really well out to Allen. Ever on the same page. Allen looking for a room to shoot. No, he isn't. He's trying to just poke it inside to Thomas, which is blocked. And now he will concede a cheap free kick. Leeds in no rush yet again to take their throw. Throwing looks a little risky. Could have been a foul throw. That referee lets it go. And it's out to Gough once more. It's deflected off Chadwick, who's felt the effects of that. Leeds will have to get back and line up here. Allen's gone across to take the corner. Good header from Cresswell. High boot, and that is a free kick. Cresswell's could have been as well, the fact he was just nudged from behind. So the referee is checking on Leeds number 2. A bit of a high arm. And the high boot on Lopata-White shows that Leeds have a free kick, and they've still got this 3-0 lead intact. Derby get the throw, so running out of time to get away back here into this game, Derby, which of course is great news for us if a 3-0 win is how Leeds can start the last few weeks of the season. The young group out there today. McAndrew goes to ground, no free kick. The Leeds with 2 games in hand. Certainly have the opportunity to climb the table. Crew and Coleman both thought each other were going for the ball. Here's Gough. Lopata-White gets across. It will be a corner. Mix up in the midfield there for Leeds. Not often that happens. It's clear. Still have work to do, though. Cresswell, now Thomas. Leeds have got plenty of bodies back. Not try to play a high line here against Derby. 3-0, still the lead. Out to Gough. Debayo gets his foot in the way, but again the wind has turned it behind. And Leeds have been right up against it. Derby had the same issue in the first half, but Leeds scored their chances when they came. And Heuvel shouts for the ball, gets his hands on it. That's just what Leeds' defence needed to see him do. And now he's released Charlie Crew, who will bring the ball forward for Leeds. No overwhelming desire to go and get a fourth there, though. It was all about protecting the ball. Crew recovers from his error. Leeds have Diogo Monteiro ready to come on for the last few minutes. Crosses over hit, and that is the issue with the win for Derby. Should it come in and not be a perfect cross, the win will take it behind. But yeah, there is the sub. So James Debayo is coming off. Had a busy second half, to say the least. He's replaced by Diogo Monteiro, so like for like. Heuvel's just checking if the ball's moving. That's the power of that wind. We win a free kick. Allen with the little nudge in the back. He's just trying to slow proceedings down. Allen booked for his time wasting. Headed away by Thomas. Giving Watson plenty of time there, Leeds. Might come back to bite them, it won't. Flag goes up on the far side for offside, and just when Derby thought they were able to swing their boot around that ball and fire home, the flag and the referee's whistle stops them in their tracks. Moore with the interception just puts Leeds back into Derby's half. Thomas wanted a free kick, doesn't get one. And then I'm looking for Watson. He's got to get his skates on here to keep it in play, and he can't. And it is Leeds' goal kick, and now with a couple of minutes left, this is just where Leeds want to be. High hanging clearance. Nudge in the back of Chadwick. Free kick goes Leeds' way. leaves it for Lopata-White. Everyone's got to try and readjust defensively. Leeds all about just seeing this game out. There's no ambition there with the wind against them to keep possession. Heavy touch from Radcliffe. Snowdon gets to it first. It's angles tight and the ball is running away from him for a shot. Crew to Coleman. Cut back, win the corner, and Leeds do well. Never really settled for them at any point there, the ball to have a shot. Leeds have a corner looking for a 4th goal here against Derby County, the team that were above them in the table. But the win will allow that to change. They can climb above them. They'll have 2 games in hand on them as well. Referee not happy with something here. Lopata-White, I think. Monteiro, in fact, is the one that's the referee's watch. So Leeds will go above Derby a point ahead. Still have 2 games in hand. Still have 2 games in hand and several teams above them as well. So Leeds is second bottom. There's still plenty of games left. Start to creep towards midway, such as the closeness and the proximity of teams at the bottom with this 4 minutes of stoppage time left. Yeah, Leeds are 5 points away from Aston Villa in 19th, 6 away from Norwich in 18th, and they have 2 games in hand on the Canaries. They're 25th at the minute, so lots of progress can still be made. More wins leads a throw. Everyone penned into one corner of Thorp Arch on this pitch here today. Chadwick wins Leeds yet another throw. Derby clearly feeling the game has gone away from them. Are just looking for any hope to end the game with a goal. But since maybe about the 70th minute mark, all the Derby's positive play, he's just found a way to cancel it. Derby's best chance of scoring came in that first 20 minutes in the second half against the wind for Leeds. Able to do nothing about it, but now they can release Thomas, who's looking for his first. He's got 2 assists. He's looking for a 4th goal for Leeds. Running forward, Thomas. Derby have so many bodies behind the ball. He runs out of room and probably energy. He's worked so hard up there today for Leeds. As Coleman wins it back, Crew is now fouled. He overrun it, so he made sure he caught the legs. Just in Oguntolu. In fact, it was Oguntolu, in fact, yes. So leaving his mark on Charlie Crew, who no doubt will look to punish here with another defence-splitting pass. He's got the ball back. He can't retire the 1-2 because Moore was caught by McAndrew. Now Derby is resorting to some cheaper fouls to ensure that this scoreline doesn't get any worse. Forward to Thomas. Snowdon can't get to it. Coleman now comes in, and that is a strong enough challenge. He will be carded for it. And this end of stoppage time has been scrappy, but the main thing is Leeds are on their way to ending 6 straight defeats in all competitions. So that week in, week out, how young the group is that they've used this year. And the FA Cup final progression, FA Youth Cup final progression. The 18s development playing a league and a development year ahead, or even 2 or 3 years for some of them. They'll look to reap the rewards in years to come. This has been a professional display. A much needed morale boosting win. Mixed up of several under-18s players, a few experienced 21s, and there is a 3-0 victory confirmed. 3 points in the bag for Leeds. That allows them to climb above Derby in the table. And a great performance from Scott Gardner's men, especially in the first half, where they killed the game with goals from Snowdon, a second from Joe Snowdon, and then Lopata-White's really crafty glancing header into the far corner. So job done, much better performance, and a fantastic morale-boosting Monday for Leeds here at Thorp Arch. That's all in from our coverage as Leeds United beat Derby by 3-0.
Safe them on. Charlie, this side please, mate. This side, sir. On the palm. Out of the way. Just tell it. Behind the goal. Safe them on. Charlie, this side please, mate. This side, sir.